Hey everyone, it's Kevin from The Canvas Within. I just wanted to take this time to make this video to share with you a technique that I used while I was dealing with anxiety that helped me out a lot, and I think it would help out a lot of people who are dealing with an anxiety disorder. Um, Basically, the technique that I used was called Name It and Tame It. And a little bit of background and reasoning why this technique is so good. Um, what happens is when you're dealing with anxiety, if anybody's watching this is dealing with it, you probably know that after some time, whatever reasoning was that you started having your anxiety, um, your body starts building up all this stress and these negative emotions inside of you, and it starts to give out these signals to your body, these symptoms that make it feel like you're having a certain health issue, you know, and it actually feels exactly like the actual thing. So it could be a really bad stomach cramps, or it could be a really bad sore back or a sore neck, or even for me, it ended up being like heart palpitations, and it was real. It was really happening. But at the end of it, it was really just the anxiety, all that stress built up, all that negative emotions built up in the body, and that's how the anxiety was trying to work its way out, or at least trying to get your attention. So with the technique, Name It and Tame It, you get to name your anxiety so that you don't associate your anxiety with who you are. Because a lot of times is whenever these symptoms come up, and usually it happens always at the same time every day, it tries to get your attention. So when it tries to get your attention, it comes up with a symptom. So for me, it was like a cramp on the side of my stomach, and every day at the same time it would come up, and I'd have that cramp, and right away your mind starts racing. So you're no longer even worrying about or concerned about the real reason why you have the anxiety. You start worrying about the anxiety. So it's just like a snowball effect, and it actually gets worse and worse as you're starting to get these symptoms, because you start thinking that there's something wrong with you. So instead of associating yourself with the anxiety and without whatever pain that you're feeling, and instead of getting caught up with it, you name it. So you give it a name. Like just make up whatever name. So let's just say for this instance, let's call it Alex anxiety. So I would call it Alex, and every day whenever that pain would come up, I would just say, it's just Alex. I'm not paying attention to you today, Alex. I'm not letting you in. I'm not paying attention to you. So this way you're not giving it the power over you. And obviously at first, it doesn't, not that it doesn't work, it doesn't click on 100%. Like you're still gonna, your mind is still used to that worry, that concern. So it'll take, a couple of days to a week or a little bit more, depending on how strongly you work at it. But after some time, it will work, because you're starting to disassociate yourself with this anxiety or with this pain. So by naming it something, you're just telling it, I'm not paying attention to you today. I'm not going to give you any attention. So every time that pain pops up so that it can get you to start worrying, you just say, I'm not paying attention to you. It's only Alex. It's only Alex. It's almost like somebody's coming to your door, knocking on your door, and you already know who it is. It's only the salesman, and you don't want to open the door for the salesman. So you just go on with your day, and that person's just there knocking, and you just don't let the person in, and you're not letting the anxiety in, because that's what it is. It just is trying to get your attention. So once you're hooked onto that attention, the anxiety's alive back in your body. So you don't want it to give it that strength. So basically, name your anxiety, give it a name, and stop paying attention to it. Just call it out. Just say, you know what, I'm not paying attention to you today, Alex. And eventually it'll start working. As silly as it might sound, it actually does work. It does really, really help out. And it will start helping you out to slow down that worry, that concern that pops up in your head. And yeah, it definitely did help me out. I hope it does help you out. Give it a try for anybody who's watching this and is dealing with an anxiety disorder right now. Give it a try and see if it helps you out. I think it will.